Yo, what up my Cubs? How's it going? It's Purple Grizzly. Today I'm playing some Black Ops 2, doing that domination on Nuketown. This is actually a really beast game of mine. I was using the S12 and I normally never use this gun ever, and I just decided to use it and I actually got like a 50 plus gameplay, so I was stoked on that. Before I get into today's topic, which it's going to be a big topic, you guys, let me tell you guys about this awesome new app on Xbox Live from Machinima. And if you don't know what Machinima is, you're missing out. It's probably one of the best gaming networks, if not the best gaming network on YouTube. You know, it's going to be the #1 place for your most entertaining gaming content. And they actually just released a app for the Xbox 360 where you can see all of Machinima's content on there. So here's a screenshot of kind of what it looks like. And in my personal opinion, you know, it has a really nice, clean, stylized look to it. They're really easy to maneuver. And, you know, if you are a fan of the Machinima channels on YouTube, you can find all the all your favorite shows and series on this app. You could actually, you know, pin directors and follow certain YouTube directors on Machinima that you like, and only filter in, you know, the series that you want to watch. It's really cool. If you guys want to go on Xbox Live, you'll find it under the apps. It's completely free, and you know it's gonna be an awesome source for gaming entertainment straight from your Xbox. So for the topic of today's video, I'm going to be covering one of man's biggest questions, and whether or not there's a God. And before I kind of dive into it, I want to give a little disclaimer that the views and beliefs that I'm going to express in this video are my own. I'm not trying to push anything on anyone, and if you have your own beliefs, I respect that. That's super rad. You know, we all have, you know, freedom of speech. We all have, you know, the ability to believe in what we want to believe in, and I respect all that. Just the views and certain things I may talk about are my beliefs, and if you don't share that with me, that's totally cool. I have no quarrel with you at all. I respect you, and you know, I just want to get that I just want to clear that up, because there's always someone on YouTube who takes things way too personal. But so a little background on myself. I'm a Christian. I you know, fully believe that there's a God, and I believe that we're all here for a reason. You know, I'm involved with a high school youth group, called Campus Life, and I'm a staff member at that. So I'm there to, you know, just kind of be a leader and mentor to the high school kids. And I'm, you know, I just got out of high school recently, so I'm kind of a young staff member there. But it's, you know, it's a big part of my life. I love it. It's, you know, I wouldn't throw it away for the world. So being a Christian, of course I believe in a God. I believe that we were all here created for a reason and a purpose. And this commentary, I'm not going to be talking about whether or not there's a Christian God, whether or not there's Hindu gods, whether or not, you know, there's Allah, all the different religions. I'm not going to be covering, you know, which one's right, if there's, you know, talking about a certain God out of those religions, but is there a creator? Were we created, you know, for a purpose? Is the universe, the world, the earth, is that all here based on a creator? And look at that triple C4. I'm sorry. And you know, a lot of people who don't believe in a God will put, you know, faith in the Big Bang Theory, and that we were all created from that you know, particles of matter, or whatever you would like to call it, were there from the beginning of times, and there was a giant explosion, and it created the universe and the earth. And how it happened was there were organisms or microorganisms, whatever you want to call it, were put on the earth, and we evolved from that, so on and so on. We're here today. And in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure, you know, if you're an atheist and you do believe in the Big Bang Theory, I feel like you can somewhat agree with me that it takes just as much faith to believe in the Big Bang than it does to believe in a God. Not based on, you know, logic or anything like that, but you really have to put your faith, you know, fully into something, because neither one has a solid backer. You know, they're both still theories. It's not 100% black or white proven. You may put 100% faith and believe that it's true. You know, there's still both theories, and there's no actual proof, and I don't think we ever will find out, possibly maybe when we die, you know. So in my opinion, I think the way things are, with us being here on Earth, the way the universe and our solar system itself is structured, I think just how perfect and to the point everything is, that there's no way at all an accident. And that is my honest belief, and I will, I'd put my life on that. There's no way that I think that there's anything like this, could be an accident. I think everything is so perfect. There's no way. I mean, the Earth is a perfect distance from the sun to have life thrive on it. It could be like 100 miles off, and we would all freeze to death, or something like that. And I think it's way too perfect. And if you guys don't know who Richard Dawkins is, he's like the leading atheist of the world, pretty much. He had, oh, look at that quad feed. I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted. He's like the biggest atheist that we know of, today, and he doesn't believe in any kind of God or anything like that. But in interviews and his personal beliefs, he does acknowledge that there is some kind of structure to the universe and some kind of order, almost like a fingerprint of some kind. It's too perfect. You know what I mean? And it's kind of funny too, because he will go to the ends of the earth not believing in a God, and I think what he believes in, and he stated this before, is that we were actually humans were actually seeded on the earth from aliens. And I don't think that is I don't think that's absolutely 100% crazy. It does seem pretty nuts. And that's a whole other topic, life on other planets and things like that. But that's what he believes in. He goes so far to not believing in a God, but he believes that we were maybe breeded or seeded onto the earth and grown up as humans. And the thing is, it's like, okay, well, where did those life forms that put us here come from? You know what I mean? And there's always kind of like a struggle with that. So I found that was pretty interesting, and he's a very interesting character. But yeah, so I mean, I just think everything is way too perfect for it to be an accident. It's like giving a monkey a plastic bag with a disassembled stopwatch and having him shake the bag and create a stopwatch, 5 out of 5 times by just shaking the parts together, and that's just not going to happen. I think it's just the same kind of statistics, for that to happen. It doesn't make sense to me. It makes more sense to believe in some kind of creation. I mean, you never know. Like, there could be a God that created a Big Bang sort of thing, and I mean, you never know. But yeah, it's just I think that here. Let me give you an analogy. If you go out in the tool shed somewhere, you may not be tool savvy. I'm not too tool savvy. I know the basics. I know when it's time to hammer time, and I know when to get my wrench on. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about. But I could go find a tool. I will have no idea at all what that tool is for, but I know somewhere out there, someone created that tool for a specific purpose. And I think, humans, us, we are here for a purpose. And I could go a lot deeper, into another video and things like that. If you guys would like to hear me cover more deep topics like this, I'd be totally down. I had a lot of fun making this video. But just to sum it up, I believe there's God. I believe, I think there's something out there more than just what this world tells us. The world tells you that, you're an accident. You're not here for any reason. You're not special. And I can tell you, I think that's a load of crap. But anyway, guys, if you liked the video, go ahead and like it, give me some feedback, and I will talk to you all later. Peace out.
And you can have the money, and you can have the fame. For me, I want the glory. I'm living for the name. See, life is just a picture. I see outside the frame. I'm living for a kingdom that I ain't never seen. Yeah, and I'ma chase that.